Alright, video number 3 for the night. This is going to be the weird music video. So a bunch of weird stuff has come in. I listened to a podcast called the Mutant Sounds Podcast, and it's actually bought by done by the guys who used to run the Mutant Sounds blog. Mutant Sounds blog is an amazing blog for reference for finding out about some pretty obscure music. They used to post a lot of the music, but all the links were taken down quite some time ago. But over the years I had downloaded a lot and listened to a lot of music off that site and learned and come across some pretty amazing music, pretty bizarre music. I mean, as it says, Mutant Sounds. So anyway, they've been doing a podcast for the last 18 months, 19 months now I think, and occasionally I come across records that I've heard on their shows or off their website, and today some of those arrived and some other ones, so let's get into it. So I was surfing the net, as you do, looking for things, and I'm not sure how, but I stumbled across, was probably chasing up some New Zealand music actually. You know, I stumbled across a record company which many may have heard of called Superior Viaduct, and they actually, I think they had some New Zealand stuff on their site. Anyway, I was browsing their site and I came across a record that I'd seen on a blog site many years ago, and I'll get to that in a minute. But there was a couple from this artist, and this is the first album. Now they're French and they're called Illich, and this album is called Periodic Mind Trouble, and this is their first record from 1978. It's a gatefold. This is a reissue, on Superior Viaduct from 2015. This is pretty out there music actually. I bought this one. I wasn't familiar with this one because it was actually the other record that I was familiar with, but I thought I'd give it a go. Side B on first listen is one sort of really big long piece, and it's very minimalist in that it's quite repetitive in that aspect of it. Yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's very out there music. And I also picked up that one, and then I picked up this one here, which is the one that I'd come across originally on a blog many years ago, or several years ago, and it wasn't actually the Mutant Sounds blog, I think it was somewhere else, and I think I remember hearing a song or something off it, and it was like, wow, that sounds pretty cool, and for some reason it stuck in my mind. This is a reissue again off Superior Viaduct. The original album came out in 1980. This is really good. I mean, this is a little bit more bizarre and out there than the other one, and in a different way, I suppose, actually. So yeah, really cool album. So Illich 10 Suicide. So when I saw this, and it wasn't too badly priced, even including shipping, I've actually got it here for a reasonably good price. So I'm really quite pleased to have this. And I say this is my weird music video. So this isn't a gatefold, this one, no. I think there was a booklet. Yes, there is. There's a booklet. Just a normal black vinyl. There's a booklet in here, but it doesn't want to come out, so never mind, I don't want to damage it. Yeah, right. And so on this Viaduct, sorry, what are they called? Superior Viaduct, is that what I said? Superior Viaduct. On their site, I also found this. This is ZNR. Barracuda 3. Barracuda was a name of an original band that these guys were in, or one of these guys was in. This is a guy called Hector Zazu, who I was vaguely familiar with from a Crammed Disc CD compilation that I had. And Crammed Discs was a kind of electro, they call it electro clash from the early 80s. Yeah, Exak Mabul, I think they were called, was on that label. I have a CD of theirs. They were pretty cool. And a guy called Mark Hollander and the Honeymoon Killers and stuff like that. All stuff that I've heard played on Mutant Sounds radio, so on their blog, on their podcast. So yeah, Hector Zazu. So I heard a track off this on about 2 months ago, I suppose, on one of the Mutant Sounds ones. So when I saw it, I thought, bugger it, I'll snap that up. It's not, first listen, it's not, yeah, the song that they played was not totally characteristic of the rest of the record, and I think that happens quite a lot with some of the music they play. They pick songs off records that are kind of like the highlight or the weirdest or whatever song, and so that's not always representative of the record, so it's a wee bit of a risk. But I think I'll get used to it actually. So I'm pleased to have it, and it's pretty out there and it's pretty bizarre. And then on the WoW HD site, which I mentioned in the previous videos, when I was cruising through there looking for stuff, I came across this band that I'm about to show you, who many people have shown in the YouTube vinyl community. So they were someone I'd never heard, but I was familiar with them, and also they get mentioned a lot on the Mutant Sounds blog. Sorry, stop saying blog. Podcast. Yeah, they. I think the band obviously had a big impact. And they're a French band, and I'm sure many of you will be pretty familiar with it. And here's their first album, Kobaya. This is a double LP from 1971. So these have been reissued on Jazz Village in Europe. So yeah, most of the liner notes are in French. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, I think it's slightly different from some of their latest stuff. Unfortunately, the albums did come with a wee bit of seam split on them. They were all sealed and they were really well packaged, so I suspect that the damage was done on the trip between the supplier and the distributor or the reseller. And that, unfortunately, so I'm not going to get too upset about it. But I love the cover. That is pretty cool. So Magma, yeah, first album. And then we got their second album, and it's subtitled 1001 Centigrade. So this is from 1972, I think, originally. I actually haven't even played this yet, because I've got so many records that have come in. And we've got their third and I think most famous album, from what I understand, from when was it? 1973 or something? Don't say, because these are all 2015, 1973. There it is. Yep. So I guess all the Magma people will know this stuff. I've had a quick listen to this. I really haven't had a decent listen to them yet, but what I have heard is I'm really enjoying. So I'm really pleased to have them as part of my weird music one. And then this one here, this was interesting. I couldn't find it on Discogs for some reason under Magma. Word Ita. I don't know how to pronounce that. This actually originally came out under a different title, and I think it actually let's see, Christian Banda. Christian Banda is the main protagonist in Magma, and I think this actually came out under his name as a solo artist when it came out, whenever it came out. I think it was 1974. So you had a different name, so it took me a wee bit to find it on Discogs, but I did find it in the end. I haven't even played this one yet at all. It's supposedly a soundtrack of some sort. So anyway, it's got such a cool cover. It's actually a bunch of guys dressed up in kind of medieval, pretending to have a medieval battle of some sort. So pretty cool. And anyway, so the last one for this video. There's little stickers that came with the Illich and ZNR albums. Actually mentioned that they are on the Nurse with Wound list. So the Nurse with Wound list album. So I'm quite pleased about that because I'm always quite keen to pick up some Nurse with Wound list albums. There's some pretty amazing music referenced on that list, and I do have a copy of that list on my browser somewhere saved. Playing in the background is this album here, which is something I picked up via Bandcamp now about 3 weeks ago, I suppose, because it's taken that long to get here. I can't even remember. So, see, it's one of those things. Someone probably showed this on Facebook, I guess, maybe, you know, and then I looked it up, or I stumbled across it and I looked it up. Anyway, I had a quick listen to it and it sounded reasonably interesting. Price-wise, it wasn't too bad. If the lady's name is Anna von Hauswolf, and this is a double album, but it's actually only 3 sides. The last side is etched. As you can hear, it's kind of drony, ambient-y, gothic-y, sort of, I don't know, yeah, I'm still kind of getting into it. So there's the last side of the record, which hasn't got any music on it, so it's got that kind of, it's got a cool etching on it. I have another record that was like that. I think it was Robert Plant's album, actually. So that's what's playing in the background. So this was a bit of an impulse buy, you know. I kind of like quickly had a listen to it online and thought that sounds okay, you know, and brought it and put it in my weird music section. So that's another video done for tonight. I've had a very, very busy night between listing all of these records on Discogs and putting them in my collection, or adding them to my collection on Discogs. I'm not listing them on Discogs because they're already all listed there, thank God. But I've been doing that and watching the footy and doing videos and putting these things into bags and making sure that they're all ready to be stashed away into the shelves. So anyway, I have one more video to do. I'll see how I go for doing that tonight, and then I'll be posting these over the next few weeks. So of course, Record Store Day, which is tomorrow, will be well and truly well gone before I get these videos up, and so I'll probably have a whole bunch more videos to make from all those stuff I may pick up tomorrow. Okay, see you next time.